Hello guys, and welcome to one more episode. Today in the Rhino Roundup we're going to talk about 5 great games worth backing on Kickstarter. So stay with me, there's going to be meta situations, mind games, and of course sex with aliens. First up is Consentacle, a card game of human and alien intimacy. Consentacle is a refreshing 2-player game about trust, communication and intimacy, where you and a partner help the romance between an alien and a human go to the next level. The encounter between the alien and the human involves tentacles and other body parts interacting, and it has to be mutually satisfying. The goal is to put together the trust tokens and turn them into as many satisfaction tokens as possible. Release cards allow you to get the satisfaction tokens for yourself, but you shouldn't neglect the satisfaction of your partner. What makes it more challenging is the fact that you are not allowed to speak to the other player about your cards, but you can make suggestive noises or gestures or just stare deeply. Next up is Someone Has Died, a silly game about serious business. It is an improvisational storytelling game for 3 to 6 players and takes about 25 to 45 minutes. It is simple, fun, and creative. In Someone Has Died, the players try to convince an estate keeper that they are worthy of a cut of the fortune that belonged to that someone who has died. Identity, relationship, and backstory cards help feed players' imagination as they argue against one another and try to convince with their stories. The estate keeper is the one who sets the stage regarding who has died, how they passed away, and what they left behind. All the other players, using the cards, start building their characters, which they must maintain and develop over the course of 4 rounds of play with a legal but comical theme. Next up is the Networks Executives. The Networks is a board game created last year about running your own TV network. Now you can have the big expansion to it called Executives. The Executives expansion offers you a bigger challenge. It comes with 12 executives, Season 0 cards, and Mogul cards. The addition of the Executives adds variability and replayability to the game, as each executive comes with a special power as well as a special weakness. You need to try and master each executive's idiosyncrasies, draft the best Season 0 cards, and work towards powerful rewards that you can claim through the Mogul cards. It requires strategic skills and good planning, but hopefully you come out on top. Next up is Cerebria, the Inside World by Mind Clash Games. Cerebria is a team-based area control game for 1 to 4 players, set in a person's mind and reimagined as a fantasy world. Very interesting theme with really gorgeous art and also pre-painted miniatures available. In Cerebria, the players are spirits that follow 2 opposing forces of the inside world, bliss and gloom, and their goal is to shape Cerebria's identity to their image. The inhabitants of Cerebria are the emotions, which the players can move, empower, and evolve to influence and control the inside world. Important moments in the game are when revelations are triggered, when the current game state is evaluated and is preserved as a permanent bliss or gloom fragment on the identity. You will enjoy Cerebria if you like deep games with lots of player interaction, and you will have a chance to win if you manage good timing and cooperation with your teammate. Last but not least, the Metagame, the Games expansion. It is a new game-themed expansion for the Metagame, created by the guys from Shut Up and Sit Down. It is essentially a game about games and a great way to spend an evening with your friends. The Games expansion is a social party game that will provoke hilarious and surprisingly deep conversations about culture, comic books, fine arts, fast food, and whatnot. This is the third expansion for the card game Metagame, and it includes 40 culture cards and 16 opinion cards. The great thing about it is that there is not just one way to play it. You get 7 games in one, and you can download more from the Metagame website. So whatever you feel like, strategy, social games, or just silliness, there is a Metagame for it. And that was it for today. Thank you very much for watching. You can go to Kickstarter and check out the games we just mentioned, and I will see you in 2 weeks' time.